Da 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 dum 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 da 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 da. Do do da 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 da. Oh, it's over. Hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome, Bork. I don't know if you guys... Okay, you are. Okay. I hope you guys are enjoying the new membership badges. Those have been... those have been added. So, yay, everybody. I hope you can see your... let's see. The very first brand new member badge is Pochi Hatless. They'll be able to get one of those badges. Yay, I hope so. Hello, everybody. Let me greet everybody properly. Hello, Scorpion, Max Hunter, Grape, Tin Metal, Bored and Broke, Ghibli Pilot, Cuckoo. Hello, everybody. It's so nice to see you. And hello, lurkers. Beans. Hello, Lyle. Soon as YouTube stops hating my credit card. I understand the issue. I usually, I just do everything through PayPal because it's just easier. But I know not everybody can use PayPal, and some countries block it, and I don't know. It's just, other people have had other weird issues with PayPal. I used to have an issue with PayPal, and I couldn't use it either. I eventually was able to fix it. PayPal thought I lived in, Britain. I don't know why, but it wouldn't let me do anything because it's you live in Britain, and I'm just number one, I'm just is it against the law to live in Britain? But number two, I'm just why does that, why can't I change it? I think I finally just deleted my PayPal account. It took me forever to figure out how to do that, and then I just made a brand new one that did not say I live in Britain. Why did I never think about using PayPal for memberships? Just use it for stream elements. Yeah. It's easier for... Oh, do I use PayPal for memberships, or do I use Google Pay? I think I actually use Google Pay for chat stuff. Something like that. Hello, Gregory. Nice to see you. I hope you guys enjoy the, Animal Crossing ambiance we have. It felt a little more appropriate. But yeah, I've been thinking about making this video for a year. So I want to try to figure out how to talk about this stuff without... Let's see. This is probably going to be a little all over the place. I wrote some notes, but they're not very good notes. The bonk hammer. What do you need the bonk hammer for? We don't need a bonk hammer today. Well, I don't know. I guess it depends on you guys. So, I don't know. Where do I start with this? First of all, I think I want to start by saying I don't want anybody to feel called out by this. This is not about... The reason I'm making this video isn't for any one person in particular. It's not that any one of you did something actually wrong and made me feel sad. I don't want anybody to think... I don't want anybody to take this personally. Especially because, I don't know, I've had a lifetime of stuff, of shit, and everybody has, right? We all have our shit. I don't think that mine is more or less than anybody else's, and we all have our own tolerances as well, and levels of where trauma happens. For some people, something can happen and they'll be fine, and for other people that the same thing might happen and it could be a traumatic experience. I don't know. So I guess I just want everybody to kind of keep an open mind as well. Figuring out where to draw lines of what's the right info and what's too much info is also hard. I want to err on the side of too much info today. I feel like I really want to try to keep this light, but that's hard. That's really hard to do in the circumstances. I guess I'm gonna start by talking about kind of why I decided to stream this today. I was supposed to stream, I'd announced to like everybody on Reddit, like on my last stream, that I was gonna be streaming Metroid Fusion yesterday, and I ended up canceling it. And the reason is just because I had a pretty bad mental health episode. It's not, I don't keep it a secret that I have not the best mental health. I don't keep that a secret at all. But I don't like to go into detail with it because it feels like attention seeking, of course. Like, and I guess right now how I feel is that if anybody out here, like, is watching this and is like, this is clearly attention seeking, then don't give me attention, just leave. Like, what? Oh, hello, welcome Intelligence Corps, thank you. Hello Pulsar, Wind Warrior, I'm doing okay-ish. Miles, hello. Yes, I'm literally diagnosed with PTSD, actually. Yeah, but yeah, if anybody does feel like this is like an attention-seeking thing, literally just don't give the attention, just go, don't be weird. But and maybe nobody feels that way, and I'm just being really self-conscious. There's a reason I put this stream off for such a long time, because it did feel like I was just like, everybody's just gonna think I'm seeking attention, right? But I want to talk about this because I think it's an important thing to talk about, because we never know, like, when we're watching people on YouTube, or even just people we know in our everyday life that we only kind of sort of know. Have attention. Oh, thanks. Like, we never really know what's going on behind the scenes, even people that we think we might be close to. Sometime last year, somebody had confided in me that they had been diagnosed with PTSD. And I said, I want to tell you that I also have been diagnosed with PTSD. And the response that I got was, what do you have? What on earth happened in your life that you would have PTSD? And I'm just like, a hell of a lot. Like, you don't know about it. But it happened. So it goes deep as you're comfortable. Mental health is never an easy topic, but it's a helpful one. I agree. And I want to be able to talk about this, and I want other people to be able to, like, kind of get the idea that, like, you know, not just me, but, like, any creator that you're watching, anytime, you know, somebody draws a boundary, you know, it's probably for a reason. Like, I want to mention things like Hoshimachi Suisei saying, like, no more flat jokes, and, Mokoko saying, no unapproved nicknames, things like that. Like, they seem kind of mundane, but we have no idea, like, what they're actually— hello, Churros. Thank you so much. We have no idea what people are actually going through behind the scenes. So sometimes when people, like, get mad about seemingly mundane things, there might be, like, a real reason for it. Maybe there's actually, like, a trigger back there. Maybe they're just annoyed. Maybe it's just that the joke has gone overboard. That's quite possible. But maybe they're actually legitimately, like, maybe we don't know. We don't know if it's serious or not. We don't know their struggle. Yes, exactly, Borkenbrook. We'd have no idea. And that's why, like, then somebody says stop, just, you know, respect it. But so yesterday I had to ask everybody in my server, hey, can we stop the bullying today? Because it got to be a little too much for me. Now, let's just keep tangenting over and over again. I said this is gonna be a mess. Look, bullying a YouTuber is a sign of affection. I'm quite aware of that. In fact, my entire shtick is being the butt of the joke, and I love that. I'm that's the character that I'm playing. Let's you know, break immersion for a second. Literally, the character I'm playing is the butt of the joke. I'm supposed to not be reciprocated whenever I flirt with everybody and stuff, and then when somebody does reciprocate it, I'm just like, what do I do with this? I don't know what to do with this. But sometimes, like, your immersion, oh no, a VTuber is playing a character, oh god. You'd be shocked, like some people that I've voice chatted with, other VTubers, and they'll be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, by the way, I'm not doing my VTuber voice right now," and I'm just like, "You do a voice? You do a voice?" But anyway, so you know, when you bully your VTuber, out of affection, I want to say that generally the bullying, like, you need to balance it out. You need to balance it out with, like, affection, like, actual legitimate affection, not, like, bullying affection, and kindness, and you know, whatever, you know, their boundaries are. Like, I like it when people join the server, and then we get to know each other, and I can call my viewers my friends as much as possible. I enjoy that a lot, but it is getting to a point where it's really hard to actually get close with everybody. I get that. We're getting into just, okay, it's going to be parasocial now. It's not going to be actual friendships with some people, with probably most people. That's okay. The point is, everybody has their own boundaries, but, like, you know, the bullying weighs more than the, like, kindness that you offer. When you make nice comments, you have to make more nice comments than you make bullying comments, if that makes sense. The bullying has a heavier weight, so if you need to do things in balance, you have to do less bullying and more kindness. Does include liking men too? What does that mean, Soren? What is your implication? Usually I don't remember ever bullying you even as a joke. Windora, you're pretty nice. You're just pretty friendly. Poppy, purple worms, a word? A mouse? A mouse? Purple stuffed worm and flapjaw space with the tuning fork. Those were words. It's weird to say, but even bullying can get to a person, even just joking manner, brings back old trauma for me. Yes. I do want to talk about that a little bit. So, anyways, yesterday I had to ask everybody to lay off, please. And then one more person. It's all an enigma. One more person made a bullying joke. And it was a joke. And what they said was not wrong at all. Like, under normal circumstances, I would have been like, haha, that's so funny! And instead, that broke me. So, this is a hard thing to say. This is a very hard thing to say, especially with the happy music that just started. Oh, actually, you know, perfect, happy music. So, you know, I had just kind of like a little break. I had this moment where all I did was break. I had this moment of breaking, and I felt like I didn't really have self-control. And I have had moments like this in my past. They're very infrequent, but basically, it's gonna be very triggering. Basically, I had a pair of scissors, and something had to happen with them. So I cut my hair, which was the least painful thing I could do with them. I chose, rather than to, like, you know, cut myself, I cut my hair. It looks like shit right now. I was supposed to go to a friend's party today, and I had to tell her I can't go because I look like shit. She's gonna help me fix my hair later. Yeah, so, like, the other day when we did a hand cam stream, my hair sometimes would, like, hang into it because it was really long. My hair was, like, past my nipples. It was, like, I don't know the last time I had hair that long, like, maybe when I was a little kid. And now it's, like, shoulder length. Hey, it's like this hair. It's like this hair that you see right now. Yeah, my hair was always this length. I don't know what you're talking about. Thomas and Friends? Not really. I didn't like trains. Let's see. I'm just reading through your comments really quick. I'm not gonna respond to every single thing. Immersion restored. Thank you, Isaac. Welcome, welcome. I don't know if it counts as bullying, but I feel like you're always nice. It just doesn't feel real. If you're always nice, it just doesn't feel real. I disagree with that, Pulsar. Like, and everybody kind of has their own lines. And most of the time, when the silly joking bullying is happening, I'm just like, that's fine. That's fine. It's fun for me. I laugh it off. It's not a big deal. But once in a while, like, things just kind of get to be too much. It's not even just, you know, it's not even just the bullying itself. Like maybe I'm just feeling vulnerable because, again, I do have PTSD, and part of that stems from bullying. So sometimes I might be in the wrong headspace, and it's easy to forget. It's easy to forget that it's meant to be in good fun. So I've lightly talked about my experiences in the Navy, and I kind of want to. No, I have no idea why you asked if I grew up with Thomas. I thought he was creepy, so I didn't like it. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So like in the Navy, I had a lot of friends for a while, and then I kept losing friends, and I never understood why, and in hindsight, I blame the autism. I got diagnosed with autism a couple years ago, and I realized, oh, wait, maybe they were trying to tell me something, and I wasn't understanding, or maybe they just thought I was weird, and that's why I couldn't keep friends. I don't fucking know. Anyways, I started with a ton of friends, and then by the end, I was, like, the target of bullying a lot. I'd just hear them talking about me. Everybody thought I was really stupid because I wasn't good at my job as an electrician. Like, keep in mind, I was an art student. And then I joined the Navy because I couldn't afford college and I wanted that GI Bill. And they made me an electrician. I'm just like, this does not click. This does not click. So yeah, so they thought I was very stupid, even though, like, I read nonfiction books. I really enjoyed learning things. I feel like I'm smart about a lot of things. I'm good at math. Like, I'm really good at math. By the way, remember, throw back to that time where I thought the number 69,420 was less than 10,000. I swear I'm good at math. Anyways, there's a lot of things I am smart about, but they didn't bother trying to, like, get to know me. They just saw, like, oh, you can't do this job very well, so you're fucking stupid. So yeah, I ended up getting bullied, like, a lot. I ended up leaving my division. There are things you can do in the Navy where, like, if you, there are specific divisions in the Navy. I assume other branches have this too, but I don't know. But, like, you can go just do other things. Like, there are branches in the Navy that are made up of people that just come from every other part of the ship. And I requested to go to one of these divisions. And it was just all paper pushing. I'm good at paper pushing. But even there, I didn't fit in very well. Like, at first I did, and then I didn't. I remember one of the girls at one point she was, like, complaining to me. She was, like, talking to me and complaining that she didn't get invited to go to this thing with the other people. And I looked at her and I just said, I've never been invited to go with you guys. And she shut right the fuck up. Like, I was excluded. It was weird. I felt like everybody got invited to go to these things, and I never did. And that's not direct bullying, but it depends on how purposeful it is, and I'll never know how purposeful it is. I don't think it was necessarily purposeful, but I don't know. First, the U.S. Army horse girl, now a Navy dog girl. How base can VTubers can become? There's a U.S. Army horse girl? Wait, I thought that was a script until I realized this was just a chat. Wait, what? Wait a second, hold on, let me back up. I was working on female narration of Thomas and Friends. I'm choosing VTubers to narrate it both US and UK dubbed. I asked the females I wanted. I'm still waiting for a response. I thought that was a script until I realized this was just a chat. I'm so confused. You aren't qualified for the job. You're the most qualified person we have for this job. Basically, that's basically what happened. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, you feel the bullying even if it's indirect. That is correct. So I've had a lot of exclusion in my life, like in general, and that just kind of felt like more of the same. And like future jobs that I had outside of the Navy was also very similar. I would often feel excluded. The last job that I worked in person, like as I've said a million times, I work from home right now, but the last job I worked in person was the first job I've worked at in maybe 15 years where I felt like I belonged there. I miss it. I had really good friends. Like I was part of like the group, and even within the group, like, you know, everybody in the hospital got along. It was a vet. Everybody in the hospital like got along, and people would come and go, but like I was kind of like in a core group, and it felt so good. I haven't experienced that in such a long time. You'd invite me to do things. Oh, Tin Metal, thank you. I like you too. Is there a whole former Navy aircraft carrier VTuber agency? I have no idea. I've never heard of it. Bored and broke. I was on an aircraft carrier there. I was on the USS Nimitz. Hello, Michael. Thank you so much for subscribing. So, and I'm going to briefly I'm not going to go into any detail about this, but, you know, there's also, that's not the only thing that happened to me in the military. Like, it wasn't just bullying. I was also, you know, the thing that, like, at least half of women in the military report, like, you know, or don't report, but it happened. I gotta say, like, there by like an instructor, somebody in a position of power who was like 11 years older than me, got me really drunk. I was not okay. Look, there was some fraternizing going on. Like a group of us were with our instructors, and we weren't really supposed to be, but like he kind of cornered me and like kept spilling drinks down my throat, and then he assaulted me. So that happened. So I got a lot of shit going on, and that's not even like, so I have let's see, I'm gonna just talk to you kind of about some. All right. Thank you for coming, Scorpion. I'll see you during Mehouse streams. Host an anime convention as well to raise funds. That's so interesting. I feel like I want to hear more about them. But yeah, Electric Soup, thank you. It took me years and a lot of therapy to understand that I had been assaulted, actually. I didn't even know. So I actually, and I didn't get diagnosed with PTSD until like a year ago, and this is like 10 years after the event, because I still get flashbacks. Like, I still get flashbacks to that event and to where am I going? Get over where, Scorpion? Bye. I get flashbacks, and I did not know for sure. I kept getting told by like therapists that I was just ruminating, which means just thinking about it and thinking what I could have done differently, and I would try to tell them that it doesn't really feel right. I feel like I'm reliving it. Like, I will be in like a complete daze, and I have to be like, something has to happen to snap me out of it. Beans actually has learned to recognize the symptoms. Like, he's an incredible dog. I call him a terrorist. But he is a terrorist. But he's an amazing dog. He will recognize when it's happening, and then he will bark once. He just barks once to snap me out of it, and then he'll come cuddle me and give me kisses, which helps to keep me grounded. He was not trained to do this. He's just a crazy, like, smart dog who figured it out. He takes care of me. He's the sweetest creature. Absolute terrorist, but he's wonderful. He is a good boy. So yeah, that's a big bulk of stuff. and this is all before I started VTubing, by the way. I'm kind of trying to tell the story sort of in order. When I got out of the Navy, I've talked about this, where I got out of the Navy, and I've said that I was bullied in the Navy, and when I got out, I had no idea how to talk to people. I had a stutter that I had never had before. Is my AC on? I think it's on. I'm hot right now. I started school, and it took me like 2.5 years to make a friend. There's a girl that kept sitting next to me and talking to me, and it took me ages to realize, like, I kept thinking, like, why does she keep talking to me? I didn't understand why, and I finally figured out, oh my god, she likes me. It just didn't even occur to me that somebody might like me. I was still so awkward. It took me a very long time to stop being so awkward, but I started to get a bit better. I made a few friends, and then that was kind of when I had my breakdown at the end of college, where I dropped out 2 quarters before graduation with a bachelor's. I froze. I froze because I was told that I needed to. I was a graphic design major, and they're like, okay, so all of your projects are either somehow tangentially related to animals or anime. And I was like, oh. And they're like, we want you to pick something else. And I'm just like, but they've told me over and over again that you have to pick things that you're interested in, or you're not going to do a good job with it. And wait a second. These are my only interests. Animals and anime are my only interests. Oh no. What do I do? And so I froze, and I picked nothing, and I flunked out. One of my instructors tried to tell me, like, I'm sorry. Like, I would rather you just pick something that is, you know, on the same, like, subject matter and do a project than to do nothing. And I heard him, but the damage was kind of already done. Like, even after I did pick a project, which was like, I was like supposed to be an infographic about like mountains in our solar system. It was going to be about the hello monkey, thank you for subbing. Underwater basket weaving. Yeah, it's like you can't write about something you have no passion for. It's a lot harder, for sure. But like, yeah, I was gonna do like an infographic on like the 10 tallest mountains in our solar system. And I was too fucked. I couldn't. And so I couldn't draw for like years after that. Drawing gave me anxiety. It still does. Why do you think I do so few art streams? I really want to do more art streams. I really want to improve, but drawing gives me so much anxiety. Sounds like they sound like poopy pants. Sound like poopy pants-a-lite. I failed English 101. I have to deal with eventually for that career path. God. Yeah, I agree with that. If I was assigned something, I even asked at one point, could you just assign me something? Because if you assign me something, then that's a lot easier for me than trying to just come up with something randomly when I have no interest in it. But they wouldn't do that either. I tried to pick a subject. They were like, this just doesn't feel like you. And I was just like, okay, then what do you want from me? Hey, Autistic Man. Model stream the other day was fun. Glad I helped with the washcloth. Yes, that was actually very helpful. We'll do another model stream soon. I also have some cards I need to open for you guys. But, anyways, so that was my college experience. And then, oh yeah, during college, I was so depressed, like, I couldn't, there was a point where I couldn't get out of bed for, like, 4 months straight, except to go to class. And then I would come back home and get in bed. There'd been like multiple periods in my life where like I get so depressed I can't work, and I'm so scared right now that that's gonna happen again. I mean, that did kind of happen over this past couple of years. A lot of you kind of know that anybody that's been around for a while anyways knows that I had to spend a lot of time selling my own possessions on eBay to pay my bills. I used to be a major collector of like anime figures and manga, and then I had to sell a majority of it over the course of like 1.5 years, 2 years-ish, in order to pay my bills, because I could only work part-time because my my like depression and anxiety made it impossible for me to work full time. The job I was doing was already really hard for me, but I was kind of forcing myself through it. What I can do to help make art streams more comfortable for you. Awesome, you can draw. I can't. Thank you, Cuckoo. I don't know, honestly. I don't know. There's probably nothing you guys can do. Hello, Red Corn. Beans, please don't assault your sister. We do not like sexual assault in this home. Beansley, get off the couch, please. Thank you. He doesn't care about his sister's PTSD, only mine. Anyways, let's see. After that, that's when I got into my abusive relationship. So this is one of like the major points. So this was like right before I started streaming. I started dating somebody who basically claimed he was something that he wasn't. He seemed very ambitious. He seemed like he had a lot of income streams. He had a lot of like, it's very creative. We had so much in common. We had everything in common. And then he like love bombed me into oblivion. I moved in a month. So stupid. And then turns out he wasn't like that at all. Yeah. I'm not gonna go into extreme detail about what he did do, but this is probably the lowest period in my life. Every single day, almost. We lived in a 7-story apartment building with roof access, and I would go up to the roof every single night and just like look over the side and think about jumping. I felt really trapped. I couldn't work for a period of time while I was in this relationship because I was so depressed because of how awful it was. I maxed out a credit card. I'm gonna say it. $17,000 in debt. Because the only good thing I had going on in my life was pre-orders and like being able to collect things. It was the only thing that brought me joy. Pre-orders gave me something to look forward to. So I have a fuck ton of debt still. All of this literally just because like I don't know, if I honestly feel like I probably wouldn't be here right now if I had not maxed out that credit card. Still paying for it. Still paying for it a lot. And so let me tell you how I finally left. Because when you're in it, it's hard. I felt trapped. I felt financially trapped. I thought if I leave, I'm gonna be homeless. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? And then, you know, in an abusive relationship, they're really good at, like, making you think that things will change or things have changed, and then turns out, no, they didn't. I caught him abusing Bear. He had, like, shut himself in the bathroom, and he was just, like, beating her over and over again, and, like, yelling at her. And I was just like, oh, okay, this is what causes me to leave. My boss at the time, I was working at a doggy daycare, he let me move into like his spare room for a month while I figured everything out, and and it worked out. Yeah, debt. Yeah, no, it was literally Bear that, like, cause, okay, alright, apparently someone can abuse me, but nobody can abuse my dog. It took her a year before she started acting normal again, so I have no idea how much he did that, how much he did to her. She's still very, very skittish around new people. She's especially wary of men. She loves women. She does like men, but she's really wary of them. You have to, like, she has to warm up to you. But, yeah, I felt so bad for her. Like, even now, like, if she does something wrong, she's so scared she's about to get beaten, and that's why I'm like, I have no idea how many times this happened to her. It was obviously happening while I wasn't there. I feel horrible knowing, and I wish I'd found out sooner. So every time she does something wrong and she looks so sad, I hug her. She's still, it's not, I don't believe I'm rewarding her for doing the bad thing. I think she knows she wasn't supposed to do it, but I want her to feel safe to make mistakes. So yeah, like I give her a lot of hugs. Anyways, about like 5 months after that, I started streaming. I debuted as Poppy Eyelight. And honestly, like, streaming has been one of the healthiest things I've ever done for myself. I have felt myself, like, getting back to normal. Hey, Matt, welcome. Ever since I started streaming, I've felt myself really start to become myself again. I feel like I haven't been myself since I was in, like, I don't know, high school. Like, the military fucked me up, relationships fucked me up, college fucked me up. And being here and getting to stream has been so incredible. Thank you for your kind words, Electric Soup. Hope that guy got arrested. You know, I doubt it, but I like to think that I hope that happened too. I didn't really know what to do at the time. I just left. All I could really do was leave. But yeah, of course it doesn't really. Oh, Gintama is amazing. I love Gintama so much. Unfortunately, it doesn't really like end there. I know, like, again, if you've been around for a while, you've seen me take a lot of hiatuses. Like, I think a lot of, I've had, like, at least one big mental health hiatus per year. This year so far, I've only taken off, like, a couple weeks, I think. I think it took off, like, a week or two. I kind of hope it ends with that. Last year, I had a major family issue where, my grandpa was on his deathbed, and then my grandma threatened to shoot me. That was cool. Oh my god. And then, right immediately after that, I had an issue with two of who I consider to be insanely good friends, and they both ghosted me, and then I was just like, I must be a harmful person inherently. Like, how else could I lose friends and family all at the same time? I must be wrong. I must be hurting people and not even knowing that I'm doing it. That's when I almost graduated. But I managed to not, during that time. Also very low period of my life. I had a plan, but then one of my friends that had ghosted me messaged me, and we talked through it. And then I felt better, and I didn't graduate. And with more therapy, came to understand that the other person that ghosted me was actually the one in the wrong, because they chose not to use their words and explain what was going on. They just let things build up, and I had no idea because I'm autistic as fuck and couldn't recognize whatever signs maybe he was trying to show me. Anyways. Regular streaming schedule. Normally I stream on Mondays and Fridays at 6 p.m. CST and sometimes in between. It didn't happen yesterday for reasons, but yeah. So that's that. Anyways. I don't know. I just, like, I go through these periods and I'm just like, am I a problem? I mean, sure, I'm posting Reddit memes about getting abortions and wanting to be ejaculated from your penis. Yes, I've made those posts. Yes, I've been called sick. Yes, I've been told to get therapy, and yes, I am in therapy. Thank you, Morby J. So sometimes I feel like I feel like VTubing has been kind of a double-edged sword for me, because while it has definitely made me more myself, it has also caused me to put myself out there and be vulnerable in a lot of ways that I have not been before, or this publicly anyways, and that has led me to some additional heartache, such as what happened last year with a couple of friends. And literally okay, I mentioned I had like a 1 or 2 week hiatus this year. That was a couple months ago. I I did make an attempt a couple of months ago. Okay, I said it. I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to say it. At the time, I thought about talking about it at the time, but then I'm like, it's just gonna be attention seeking. Well, and that was just being mostly overwhelmed. I was mostly overwhelmed by my feelings. I get overwhelmed by my feelings often. Very often. And that's sort of like where yesterday sort of came to a head for me. I was just not in the best place, I think, when I woke up. And then even instead of laughing off the bullying, it felt personal. And so I chopped off all my hair. Which is the second time in my life that I've done this. The other time was during that abusive relationship. And I tried to explain to him that this is serious. Like, the reason it was like I had to pick between like my skin and my hair, basically, somewhere on my body or my hair, and I chose my hair. And all he could say was, "Oh, but it looks cute." Gee, thanks. It doesn't. Number one, but number two, like, can you fucking listen to me? Can you fucking? Anyways, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna get into that. I just got called young lady. Guys, I'm 36. But like I said, my bestie who lives nearby is gonna help me fix my hair. She's very sweet. I feel bad that I can't go to her party tonight. It starts in 15 minutes. But I hope she has a very good time. How much did I miss? Okay. Everything, Barry. You missed everything. This is 38, trying to be bossy. You can be bossy, that's fine. It took a lot, Cuckoo, yeah, to be able to talk about it. As I did feel like I just had this thought of like, yeah, it's attention-seeking behavior, so don't talk about it. But then I'm just, you know, like, yeah, okay, well, if somebody thinks it's attention-seeking, then I should just tell them not to pay attention. Did I miss anything? Hold on, let me look at my list. I think I got most of it. I do want to mention, and I talked about this before. Say sorry for not being supportive enough? What are you talking about? There is no amount of support that you are required to show. Giving me even a minute of your watch time is already more than enough. Giving me a view. And you know, if you're willing to drop a like, that makes me happy, but you don't have to do that either. Like, you know, anything you do is support enough. You don't have to support me. It's very sweet of you. Talking is therapeutic. It feels kind of good to get some of this off my chest, especially because I feel like I've talked around a lot of it, and now I'm just like, hey, I can just talk about it. I have talked about something else before, and I want to say it again here. I am autistic, and what that comes with is not always recognizing social cues, and not even just social cues, but just like subtleties. If anybody here is ever trying to tell me something, and I don't appear to be getting it, I can promise you right now, it's because I'm not getting it. There's nothing like, I'm not trying to be like, I'm not trying to be weird. I'm not trying to make you mad. I'm not trying to ignore your needs. I probably just don't understand, and you might have to flat out say it. I appreciate tact and like, I'd appreciate it if you would say it from a place of caring, like in a way that implies we're still good. But, you know, if you have to snap or something, okay, whatever. The point is, you might have to flat out tell me. And that's okay, because I want to be able to, like, respect your boundaries. And if I don't recognize a boundary, if I keep crossing a boundary, it's probably because I don't realize it's there. Do we have to explain things stupid simple? Sometimes. Sometimes you might have to explain it to me like I'm 5. Oh, that's not the title of the stream. I recommended. My interest was piqued. The Jonas Brothers are in chat. Are you all 3 of them? Are you all 3? Do you take turns typing a word? Usually talk sarcastically, rip. Sarcasm is fine. Sarcasm is my main. I feel like sarcasm is a major way that I communicate as well. Autistic lion VTuber reporting it. Are you a lion? That's very cool. I do feel like a huge portion. Yeah, we're all here. Nice. That's so cool. We gotta do a collab sometime. We're gonna do Jonas Brothers collab. Jonas Brothers, can you guys tip me like $1 million, please? You could probably do that and not even notice. Not even notice a dent in your bank account. How about just $17,000? You can definitely do that without noticing. We're gonna get some tickets, Jonas Bros. Jonas Bros do they still make music? I don't even know. But yeah, no, I'm super sarcastic. I'm not in any way asking you guys to talk to our manager about that, BRB. I'm not in any way saying, hey guys, stop bullying me altogether, because like I said, that's kind of half my shtick. I like it. I like it when you guys do, but just, I guess what I'm asking is, when you do it, I swear I'm 36. When you do it, balance it. Just try very hard to keep it in balance. I feel that, like I said, almost said autism has been very good for me, but I meant to say VTubing has been very good for me. And I think one thing that really hurts me is when it feels like it's been taken away from me. Last year when I thought I needed to graduate, the reason why I felt so sewer slidal is because I felt that my favorite thing had been taken away from me. Nothing makes me happier than streaming, than VTubing. It brings me a lot of joy. I love connecting with everybody. I love, don't be sorry, like, because I was also on the fence. I thought I have to graduate, and I still felt really low, but there's a part of me that was like, well, maybe I could just reincarnate and start over. But I was also thinking, like, well, if I'm this harmful of a person, is it okay to do that? I was looking at being like a MILF, like, deer lady or something. I was thinking like Mother Dearest, but I do like just ASMR or something. Like, I was gonna switch and do completely different content. But I was scared. I was scared that I was gonna be somehow harming somebody just by existing. Actually like to be a content creator someday. Maybe I could only not only be a VTuber, but also a digital artist. You should. I think that, like, this has been a major creative outlet for me. Even just like, because I mean, acting is a creative art. It is an art, and I'm not acting exactly, but it's performing. It is performing. And I like that. And, you know, I love getting to sing. I love when I do draw. Right now, I think, like, my biggest stress factor is the fact that I want to quit my job so that I can focus on this, but I don't have enough subs for that yet. I don't have enough members. I'm not making enough. I literally only just got monetized a week ago, something like that. So it's obviously too early, but I just have so many projects I want to do, and I feel endless frustration that I can't do them. When I've been stressed for a long period of time, I start getting dizzy spells that I start dissociating. Not like the different personalities, but like everything feels like a dream. I don't feel like I'm in my own body. I can't walk straight. And then after that, I start getting kind of paranoid. Like, I start seeing things out of the corner of my eyes. That doesn't happen frequently. But I'm experiencing it right now. I keep thinking there's bugs. And there's no bugs. Okay, so yeah, I'm a little crazy. And I've realized, like, I'm just like, what am I stressed about? And I'm like, I'm stressed because I want to work on these projects, but I don't have the time and energy to do them. And I didn't realize how much that was stressing me out until I started seeing, like, you know, the bugs that aren't there. Let's see. Crazy that I found you 10 months ago. Time flies. It's only been 10 months? Let's see. Hold on. Let me back up a little bit. Poppy is never alone in struggle. Yeah, you're never alone in struggles. Know what it's like to have something that brings comfort to you is taken away. We all have our darkest hours, but it's about how we approach the light. That sounds so Kingdom Hearts of you, but you're absolutely right. You're right. VTubing is about a creative outlet of sorts. First impression of you was karaoke. That's right. That was it. Yes. And it is absolutely a creative outlet. How long have you streamed? At October 1st, 2022 is my debut. So like a little over 2.5 years. October 1st this year will be my 3-year anniversary. I'm a person who used to be a bunch of red flags. A lot of it is being in survival mode since I was a teenager and kept moving forward without stopping to work on myself. Dude, cuckoo, I used to be a lot of red flags too. I think a lot of things that people learn naturally in their lives, I've had to work extra hard to learn them. Like, I used to be so incredibly selfish as a person, very self-centered, but I didn't recognize that I was doing it because I also have always been a very, like, empathetic person. I've always been a very caring person, but I did not recognize I didn't recognize the points where I was being selfish. And the moment that I did realize it, it's suddenly like, oh shit, like, I care about these people and I've been so selfish around them and that felt bad. But I was a big red flag too. I probably still am. And thank you for congrats on the monetization. Yes, no bugs, buddy. What? Discovered you back in early September, October of last year. That sounds about right. One day at a time. Not crazy. My anxiety at its worst makes me feel tingly, like I'm floating out of my body. It's interesting how the mind reacts to stress. Yeah, I totally get that. Electric soup. It is really strange. Yeah, like red flag, but I like red flags. Oh god, bored and broke. Don't date the toxicity. Don't date toxic girls. Or guys, whatever. Something that I do find interesting is, it's like part of this has been about, like, how VTubing affects people's mental health. And I've noticed a lot on, like, r/virtual YouTubers. There's a lot of people that love streaming. There's a lot of people that just want to make a living from it and this and that. Some people, I think it's just kind of a job to them. And then there's people that are just, like, they're very discouraged by lack of growth and things like that. And I think, like, guys, before, I think I was stuck at, like, 16 subs for, like, 2 months. And during that time, I did feel a little discouraged because I was, like, you know, streaming. I was happy that I was streaming to, like, 1 or 2 people. I think it's kind of crazy to have that few subs but still have somebody at my streams. I think I can only think of 2 streams where I streamed to nobody. And there are people that don't stream to anybody for much longer than that. So I feel very privileged in that way, I guess. But I do see a lot of people that get so frustrated by the lack of growth or the lack of ability to turn it into a career that they get very bitter about it. And that's when I start thinking, like, I don't think this is a healthy hobby for you. I have seen VTubing as something that I would love to make a career. I would love to be able to make money from it. I would love to be able to quit my job and focus on this full time, and then I can stream more, I can make more interesting content. It's not just all gameplay, because let's be honest, gameplay is the easiest thing for me to make. Like, all you gotta do is switch on the game. I don't have to plan anything in advance. I don't have to make any assets. I just turn the game on. But in spite of the fact that I'm not making all of the content that I wish I was able to make, that I wish I had the ability to make right now, I still feel incredibly, like, grateful for everybody that has given me any time at all, for just... Streaming itself is so much fun. I kind of felt like when I hit around 500 subs, I was like, I'm happy here. I'm happy here. I like the slow growth. I like the community we have here. I don't need to grow quickly because I'm having fun, and that's what matters the most. And then I got monetized, and then I was just like, oh no, shit, we gotta do this. Holy red, I see her in your poppies. Thank you, Bunky. That's very sweet of you to say. It is very hard for me. It is very hard for me to reach out. But I do. I've had 2 attempts, and both of those times I was in contact with somebody during. Yeah. The other time was in the Navy. I skipped over that. Anyways, let's see. It doesn't become a healthy hobby. You focus on the numbers and the day and age of the internet. It's hard to do. Yeah, I very rarely look at analytics. I know people that obsessively look over their analytics, and I'm just like, nah, I don't care. Like, oh, wow, this game didn't perform very well. Too bad, because I'm enjoying it. We're gonna play more. I'm gonna play what I want. I don't care if it doesn't perform well. Like, anytime that anybody's tried to, like, I've had people, like, donate to me, and then they seem to think that they can now have an opinion and, like, have a weighted opinion, let's say, on what I do with my content. They'll be like, I don't know, I think you should play this instead. And I'm just like, nah. You chose to give me that money for the thing that I'm already doing. You didn't pay me. I never said that if you pay me, you get to decide what I do next. That's not a thing. If you, out of the kindness of your heart, choose to leave a tip or a super chat or something like that, that is very sweet of you, and you get nothing but gratitude in return. It's probably going to go towards projects, honestly. All of the tips recently went towards emotes and member badges. So member badges are up. I mentioned that earlier. Emotes are still in the works, but Viri is so fucking fast, so I don't expect them to take too long. Maybe a couple weeks. We'll see. I told her no deadline though, so she can take her time to make them, and she might have other projects going on. So you know, it is what it is. We'll get emotes when we get emotes. But they're paid for. Let's see. Make creative content my full-time job so that my life can be a lot easier than it already is. Yes, it does take a long time to build up to it, though. The people that blow up quickly and, like, you know, start making money right off the bat, they are not the rule. They are the exception, or they are in an agency. Which, by the way, I think I might not be auditioning for an agency again. I've auditioned twice. I've auditioned twice for vtubing. I didn't get in. Not surprised. Again, they're getting hundreds of auditions. Like, I'm not torn up over it. But this last time when I submitted my audition, I was very excited. I realized how badly I wanted it. And then when I got the email saying that I didn't get it, I was like, actually a little relieved. I do feel like I want to have full control. And there's a lot of things that I think I could do better if I had a manager and a team. And yeah, it'd be the fast path to like making money off of it, but I like being Poppy. I like this. I like this community we have right now. I don't want to throw this community out for a brand new one, or have this community just now drowned in a sea of new people. I mean, okay, look, if that happens, like if suddenly something blows up, whatever, like that's fine. But I'm not expecting that. I don't really want to blow up. I like slow and steady. It's a bad mindset to be in. I see a lot of my content creator friends that have that mindset, and such positive people become so negative. Yes. Anytime any of my creator friends start talking about analytics and stressing over it, I'm just like, this is why you can't expect streaming to be your day job. If it becomes your day job someday, you're like one of the lucky ones. It's rough, and I definitely don't want to shatter anybody's dreams, but like my own dreams aren't even like, you know, there right now. And we have to be realistic. When you follow these things, you have to be realistic, and you have to be in it for the long haul. You have to really love it, because you're going to have to put in so much time and effort. Like it took me 2 years and 7 months just to get monetized, just to unlock memberships and super chats. And I'm not even at ad revenue yet. I need 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours, which last I checked, I needed like a little over 800 watch hours to get ad revenue. And wow, okay, wow, 12 subs during this stream. So that's cool. 55 subs away from 1,000. That's crazy. Quinn, hello. Let me get caught up. Gonna send you money. I demand you pick up juggling. I mean, I would maybe consider it. It could make for a fun hand cam stream. I don't know. I think it'll have to be pointed at my chest the entire time. I donate because it's funny. What does that mean? Oh my god. Probably happen when somebody raids your stream one day. I don't know. I'm not sure about that. Like, I've never been raided so far. And I mean, like, you know, okay, yeah, I'm not even at 1,000 subs yet. I am excited, though, for when I get 1,000 subs. I believe that's when I unlock the ability to raid others. So, I'm very excited about that. We're gonna raid Runa Starbright so much. We're often streaming at the same time. So, I'll be able, but she streams later because she starts, like, I don't know, it's morning for her while it's night for me. So, we're gonna raid Runa a lot. And we'll find other people on YouTube to raid as well. I'll always donate to you without expecting anything in return. Thank you, Grape. I almost called you Grortex. Grorp Vapetex. Making streaming your main job sounds like it's both a dream and a nightmare. I do agree with that. Even just when I posted that one abortion meme on Reddit, and I got almost 250 subs off of that one meme, like I was kind of in shock. There was like some serious shock going on. I didn't know what to do with that. I think I had to take a day off that week as well, just because I was so overwhelmed by it. I can't even imagine Gura with, you know, millions of people. Oh, thank you, Bored and Broke. Get paid. Thank you for the $5 tip. Yeah, Gura's like on like a millions scale, and I'm just like, oh god, 250 people. I can't even imagine what she went through. So my shorts get thousands of views, then I'll upload the next one, it'll get like 14. Oh, I get that. I've had things like that as well. I don't do shorts very often, but they seem very unpredictable. I remember a streamer long ago started programming classes, because at the point in time he did it, there were concerns of YouTube and Twitch going down. If that went, so does his income. Yeah, we really need to have a backup plan. Kind of what my plan is right now is, like, my ideal situation. This is my ideal situation. I would be able to save up a year's worth of income, or yeah, at least a year's worth of, like, bills and stuff, and then, pay down my debt a lot more, if not completely pay it off, and then quit my job. And then I can focus on vtubing for a year, and then hopefully that will, like, you know, be enough to really skyrocket things, but that's a long ways off. It takes a lot to save up a year's worth of bills. Alright, let's talk about mental health. So, you can perform autopsy. I'd prefer not to perform an autopsy. Hold on one second. I'm gonna check. I don't think my AC is on. It is so hot. Okay, it is on, but it was set for way too high. Ah, thank you for the gifted membership. Oh, Booty Wizard 420 got it. That's crazy. Talked to my uncle about streaming, and he said, if you have a passion for it, you'll make time for it. Welcome, Booty Wizard 420. That's a great name. That just kind of stuck with me. Yes, I agree with that. I've made a lot of time for this that I didn't feel that I had. I have made time for projects that have been in the works for like a fucking year and have not seen the light of day still. I'm so frustrated by that. They're so small. I should just, part of me is just like, I wish I could just commission them all. Yeah, maybe I could actually pay off my debt and save up for that, that year's worth of income if I stop buying so much fucking manga. I said about motivation to donate, so I'm just gonna say it's fun. I love you, Mex Hunter. Everybody, that's Gog, by the way. Mex Hunter is Gog from the server. He's Jesus at home. Gog is a treasure. Everybody love Gog. Thank you for the gifted membership, Tin Metal. Thank you, thank you. Sure, it seemed like a stock market. The Stark Market. Oh god, anything special planned for 1K? God, not at all. I haven't even thought about it. Like, I didn't think I was gonna hit 1K anytime soon. Pizza! Maybe I'll eat pizza today, actually. Maybe I'll do that. But hear me out. Manga. Guys, I just posted the other day, like, I got the Aria, set. What is it? The Aria, what the fuck is the nice set called with like the gold on it? Anyways, I got that set the other day and I was like, this will be my last manga haul for a little bit because I went a little hard this month. And then yesterday I bought more manga off Reddit. I have so much manga I haven't read. I can't stop. Look, it's like ever since my income stabilized. And suddenly I can be a collector again. I feel like I'm playing catch up because I have to re-buy all of my stuff. I'm not actually trying. Hey, Electric Soup! Welcome to Punch Emotes. There are very limited emotes right now, but there will be more in the future. They have been commissioned. I've commissioned 20 total, so there will be more. And there's the stuff on Throne too. Yes, I have a throne mostly full of manga. Which, oh, by the way, Sailor Scout Artemis, I don't know if they're here right now. I haven't seen them in chat, but they did buy me 2 Putty-Pata Nendoroids, and they arrived yesterday. They're sitting on my desk. I'm gonna post a picture of them on the server later. They're so cute, though. I just want to quick shout out to I think her. I might be wrong. That reminds me, I do have 2 packs of Hololive cards. Let's see. It's a, and these are from Great Vortex. So we've got the Weiss Schwartz Hololive. Now this is like the first set. I unboxed a booster box of like the second set for you guys, but this is the first set. And also there's the Hololive and Hololive Error cards. And I thought this was it, but then I realized there's actually a third set, which is a Rebirth for You, that is still in transit. And I'm not sure how long it'll take to get here, because I was like, I'm gonna unbox these this week. I'm gonna like open these packs for you guys this week. And then I realized, but there's a whole other box, and I'm like, should I wait for that one? But if it's like surface mail, it could take 2 to 3 months. I don't know how it's shipped. So I'm trying to decide if I want to open these sooner or if I want to wait a long time to open those. just actually that reminds me. I think there is a way to do a little pop-up for Throne as well. If anybody does buy off of that while I am streaming, but that's not really important. Just I just wanted to mention that I'm gonna try to figure out how to do that. Open it whenever, be fun regardless. Yeah, I think I would rather open all of them in one go, because like so that way I have to do like multiple streams, because like one booster box does take a little while, but I'd rather have one longer stream than a bunch of shorter streams, if that makes sense. Wait before opening them? Yeah, we'll see, because then it'll be like 3 booster boxes. To be fair, the Hololive Error ones are like, I think the packs only have 1 card apiece in them, so that one's not going to be like as long of a booster box opening. Hold on. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, I think there's only 1, is there only 1 in here, or is there like 2? There's only 1 or 2, like max. I can't read it, so I have no idea. Part of me's like, let me just open one and check. I do see the number 1 on the box in one place, and so I'm like, I think each one only has 1 actual card in it, so we'll find out. We'll find out. Anywho, all this Animal Crossing music makes me want to play Animal Crossing. Like, that's the ultimate game for good mental health. Just put on Animal Crossing. Each pack contains 2 cards, is what it's on the website. Oh, okay. So I wonder if, like, one of them is, like, the Hololive Error, and the other one is just, like, the regular Hololive. And I wonder if they, like, go together, or if it's random. We'll find out. I didn't remember putting it on my throne, to be honest, Grape. It wasn't until it arrived, and I was like, did I put this on my throne? Apparently. I'm excited to see what those are. I have to take off, Poppy and Chad. Have a wonderful day/night. You too, Electric Soup. Thank you so much for coming. Yeah. I really want to say that, like, yeah, in spite of everything, like, in spite of everything, you're still you. No. Slowly buy everything on your throne? Great Vortex. You don't have to do that. Are you gonna buy the Mia figure? The Monster Musume Mia figure? I put that on there for crowdfunding. Last I checked, it says $1,500. Electric Soup, new recipe? You'd probably make that in, like, Breath of the Wild with, like, electric darners or something. I bet that's like an electric darner thing. If it's like a cream-based soup, like probably like milk and tomato. You could use tomatoes. Hold on. There's tomatoes in Tears of the Kingdom. So like in Tears of the Kingdom, I would maybe want to use like milk and tomatoes and like, well, electric darners are a bug. You can't put bugs in soup. Like electric choo-choo jelly, maybe? I love the cooking. I don't. I just find, look, all I do is find the things, like the hearty things, and then I just toss one hearty item into the pot at a time and just make that, because that's gonna heal all your hearts. Now, in Tears of the Kingdom, you do have to do more stuff, I think, because there's more effects. And so I think cooking in Tears of the Kingdom is a little bit more lucrative, let's say. Should electric soup because diarrhea cheesecake seem too much. Electric soup belongs here, confirmed. Electric soup talks about poop too. Hello, I am Poopy Lowlight. I almost made it through a whole stream without saying the word poop. Hearty truffle, yes. And big hearty truffles. Tomato. Only 1.6k including taxes and shipping. I didn't even look at the taxes and shipping, Grape. You don't need to buy that. I was just like, well, let me put stuff on this, I guess. I loved the part where, like a year and a half ago, 2 people actually requested that I make a Throne account, and I was like, okay, I'll make a Throne account, and I did, and then nobody ever bought anything off of it. I'm like, that's fine, but why did he request that I do this? I didn't know what to put on it. I was like, okay, maybe I'll just put streaming related stuff on it. So I put like some booster boxes and stuff, because that's like something I could do on stream. But then I was like, but these are, booster boxes are expensive, so like what am I supposed to, so I just added a couple cheap figures too, just in case at the time. But like, I didn't know what to do. I don't know. I'm ever since getting monetized, I'm slowly becoming more comfortable with actually receiving money and things, I guess. Because I'm just like, okay, most of my income is gonna come from viewers. If I make a living off of YouTube successfully someday, most of my income is gonna come from viewers. So I have to actually accept it when they give it. That was a weird thing to come to terms with. So they had a Throne account and made sure you still used it before I bought anything. Oh yeah, you did mention that, and I'm on the server, and I'm so glad you did, because I hadn't updated my address since I had just moved. So I do actually appreciate you saying that, especially because then Sailor Scout Artemis had purchased something off of it right like immediately after you did. And so I'm so glad that I had it updated. I would have been so sad if everything just went to a random address. Except if they are giving. Yes, I'm trying to be better at that. I used to discourage people from tipping. I can't do that. I can't do that if I want to do this for a living someday. But at the very least, for now, I really want to try to put anything that, like, anything in the form of tips, I want to try to put it towards the channel or towards being able to get myself in a better position to quit my job. Like I said, if I can save up a year's worth of income, then I can quit and then just focus on streaming. We can have at least 5 streams a week. I can be editing videos myself. I don't have to like ask somebody to do that for me. I can do that all myself, and I can actually have like digest versions and shorts and stuff like that. It would be a lot simpler. I need to do some math. I need to do the math and actually figure out, like, what's realistic. I need to... Hey! I need a budget! Random Nendoroids showing up at people's houses. Yeah, I know. They'd open it and be like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? You can't see what my hands are doing. I'm throwing them in the air. They won't even know what they're from, because it's kind of like an obscure idol anime. Like, you gotta be, like, into anime to even like maybe vaguely recognize these guys. Just accept the viewer's love. No, Max Hunter, you accept my love. You have to accept my love, not the other way around. I do. 10 plus 9 equals 21? Yes. That is correct. I am good at math. I do want to say real quick just how grateful I am to everybody. And again, whether it, I'm not concerned with like the financial side of it. If you've never sent a tip or a super chat, if you're not in memberships, I don't give a fuck. I love you, Grey Names. You guys are amazing. The fact is, all of you guys have given me just been willing to give me the time of day. You gave me a chance. You know, clicked on a stream. You clicked on a link attached to a meme, and you came and spent some time with me, and a lot of you came and got to know me and joined the server, and I really appreciate that. I appreciate it, because there was a time in my life where I just thought that there's no way that I was likable, and sometimes I still feel that I'm extremely unlikable, and I have to like look at my sub count and be like, okay, so like 900 and something people said they liked me enough to click the subscribe button, minus my alt accounts. That's only 3. I only have 3 alt accounts, and I only use them to subscribe. I don't use them to give me extra watch time or like extra likes or anything like that. I think I just used them when I was like brand new, just to try to like make my channel look slightly better, because I just had a few extra subs. I looked slightly more legitimate, so that's all. I love you too, platonically. Cuckoo is still. Cuckoo, I feel like I took a shit and you're like rubbing my nose in it. I'm your one viewer. We are all bot accounts. Somebody said recently that I'm a figment of y'all's imagination, and I think it's the other way around. I think you guys are a figment of my imagination. Animal Crossing music ended. I kind of wish I could go to the party tonight, to be honest, but my hair looks like shit. Do I want to show up with shitty hair? My hair looks so weird! Everybody's gonna look at me and be like, did she cut it herself? And I'm gonna be like, yeah. Wear a hat. Do I even own a hat? Wear one of my cosplay wigs. Wear my Rem wig or my Shiro wig. No, Shiro gives me a headache. It's so long. Can confirm. Am bot. For YouTube's sake, I'm joking. Yeah, part of me is like, dude, if I just had slightly more self-control yesterday, I could have just, like, gotten through the day, been depressed as fuck. Then, like, Mihao and I hung out on voice chat in the evening, and that felt really good. It helped a lot. It really helped me, like, stabilize my mood. And I'm just like, if I just hadn't cut my hair, I could go to the party today. And today I'm just like, I could go. I just want to look like shit. I don't think this like, obviously the cut doesn't flatter, but I'm not sure that the length flatters me either. It looks a little weird. I don't know, I haven't had short hair in a while. I think I'm so used to just seeing myself with long hair. Especially since my face is fatter. I used to be like, when I was like 100 pounds, like, I looked so cute with short hair. And now I look like a lesbian, which is not a bad thing. I'm just not a lesbian. That is not the look I'm going for. My best friend is a no, okay, I have two best friends. Not the one that I want to go to a party for. My other friend is a lesbian. I can't be racist. I'm friends with a black person. That's what that's giving. That's what that's giving right now. Holy fuck. Hey, now. You say you lost a bet? That's true. That's true. Heck yeah, wear a wig. They're cosplay wigs! Like, I could be, let's see, I think I have 3. I could be, like, I think Rem would probably be the easiest because it's short. And then there's Shiro from No Game No Life, and then Jababa Yumiko from Kakegurui. I was about to say, like, and I don't get to look with black hair, but then I'm like, there was a point where I had black hair. Pika? Pika? There's Pokemon music happening right now. Pull up in full cosplay. God damn it. I mean, my friend is a cosplayer. She's not a professional cosplayer, but she's won contests. I don't know, I'll think about it. I need to take a shower and shit if I'm gonna do that. Also, I've got a deodorant. I'm waiting for it to arrive. Wait, did I have an email earlier? Let me check my email. Maybe. What if it was just sitting there? Like, I thought I had a spare, and I went to get the spare last night, and I was like, oh, fuck. I don't have a spare. Oh, shit. I'm about to be stinky. That would be awful. Okay, I don't think it's not arrived yet. I could also just go open my door. I'm fucking in here. I'm fucking in here like... I could just open my door and see if something's arrived, but instead I'm gonna go through the trouble of checking my email. to see if I have a delivery notification. Oh no, not Stinky Poppy. You're out of deodorant, sniffs respectfully. God damn it, Cuckoo. I think it's possible it just arrived. Hold on. Oops, I meant to unmute. I meant to mute myself, and what I did was unmute my normal BGM. Guys, guess who has deodorant? Hold on. Let's see, 2 things arrived. So let's see what they are. The first one feels like deodorant. It is deodorant! And I got the right one. Knowing me, I'd get the wrong one, and I'd have to, like, order new stuff because I refuse to smell like that. And the other thing, thank you again, Great Vortex. Great Vortex got off my throne. He got the Tatsuki Fujimoto before Chainsaw Man, both volumes, 17-21 and 22-26. I think it's 2017 through 2021, and 2022 through 2026. I think that's what that is. Anyways, thank you so much, Great Vortex. I appreciate that. I'm excited to read them. Okay. So I could choose to go to a party, or I could build my wardrobe dresser. I bought a dresser for my bedroom. It's been sitting in my hallway for a month. in the box. Do I want to go someplace with shitty hair? What do you guys think? If you had shitty hair, what would you do? Or we could play Animal Crossing here on this channel right now. Is it worth going to the party for free food? Honestly, it would probably be insanely good food. It's all gonna be Pakistani food, and that's incredible. Anytime that I've gone to stay with them, I eat better than I've ever eaten in my entire life. Like, I'm a picky eater, and everything they make is my new favorite food. Can you Irish exit the party? Is there alcohol? There will be, definitely, but probably not something that I can drink. My friend had offered to buy me something, and I said, no, I have a strict only drink when I'm happy policy. So I didn't think that I would be in a drinking mood. And I still feel like if I went over there tonight, I probably wouldn't be up for drinking, just because, I don't know. I'm picky about what I drink. Okay. Yeah, I got the Amazon delivered email just now. What's an Irish exit? Do you feel like socializing with people? That is the question. That is the question. I like socializing with you guys. I like socializing with you guys. Can you hide your hair situation by putting up your hair in a bun or something? It's not long enough. I might be able to get it into a short, shitty ponytail. I might. Irish exit is when you only say bye to the host and leave the party. And honestly, that's probably what I would do, because it'd be a bunch of people that I don't really know well. Probably people that I'm, like, semi-familiar with, because it'll probably be, like, family, and, like, maybe, like, a couple IRL friends. I feel like it'll probably mostly be family, which is fine. Like, after I stayed there for a couple of weeks a couple years ago, like, I met a lot of their family. I'm weirdly familiar with their family, but yeah, I would kind of be okay, but not, like, I don't know. When I think about it, like, if I did choose to go now, unless they're doing karaoke. They do karaoke sometimes. I could get in there and sing Bibidiba. I thought to be or not to be was the question. Bored and broke. Get out. Hello, Plaxi! Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Oh, I think the dogs want to be fed. Hold on. I'm gonna feed the dogs. Give me 1 second, please. You want dinner? You want dinner? He wants dinner. He wants dinner! Come on. Go get it. okay, the dogs are eating. Meow! Hello, Meow! Welcome, welcome! You missed my life story. Now I was trying to decide if I wanted to go to a party, but I think now that I'm really thinking about it, like, I could go, but it's gonna take a while for me to get ready. At least, you know, and then it'll take me, like, it would take me, like, I wouldn't even be there till, like, 7. I don't know how late they're going. It's okay. I think I'll not. I think I'll not this time. I might try to see if I can see her tomorrow. I don't know. Bored and Broke is leaving. Dang, bye, guys. Aw. Bye. 7 is pretty early. Yes, but like it started at 5 and like I don't know. And also like I don't know. I think I will stay home actually, just because it's a lot. My hair still looks stupid. it didn't stop in the last 3 minutes. I'm going to a family friend thing later. That sounds fun. I hope you have fun, Aqua. Sevi, hello. Hope your weekend is good. It's getting better, let's say. You told me to get out. I was following King's instructions. Okay, you can stay, Bored and Broke. You can stay. But join me for Animal Crossing if I didn't sell my Switch. Oh yeah. Like, oh, hold on. Beans, stop assaulting your sister. No humps. Go on your crate, please. He finished eating and then he immediately assaulted his sister and would not stop. I was really wanting to build an island that we could like have, like we could visit each other's islands and you guys could come visit on stream, and then I still haven't even started terraforming it. And that's part of why I was like, I want to do Animal Crossing. Besides, I did pick up some amiibo cards at the convention I was at recently. I got all of the Hello Kitty ones, like the Sanrio ones, and then I also got Raymond and Judy's amiibo cards. I want to get Raymond on the island really bad. I like Judy too, though. Oh, wait, hold on. Happy early birthday, Gojira! Hello, welcome. I mean, were you already here? I don't remember. But happy early birthday! Do we want to do some Animal Crossing? I think that sounds kind of fun. I could just get in there and maybe finally start terraforming. Yeah, Raymond is my Animal Crossing husbando. Thank you, Mom, for the eviction day. What? Thank you when you just got here. Okay. It's good to see you. I will say that most of the, like all the heavy shit's over. We went through all of that. It was a grand old time. Feel free to watch the VOD. Trigger warning, but I mean that it says trigger warning in the title. I hope it can kind of be assumed. I wasn't sure what I should put in the title, so I just left it at TW, but I feel like I should have been more specific. But anyways, hate to say real to that. Yeah, I've been meaning to get back into Animal Crossing though and actually terraform. So I'm kind of feeling that. Like, hey, you know what? You know what the best game to play when you're feeling kind of ick? It's Animal Crossing. Nick, hello Nick. Nice to see you. Very nice to see you. I was just talking about possibly going and playing Animal Crossing. Also, I was talking about how I was out of deodorant and then deodorant got delivered immediately after that. Crazy. Stardew is my feeling it game. I haven't played Stardew Valley, but I need to. I know I'm gonna get sucked into it. It's gonna be a huge time sink for me. A lot of videos lately have been good VODs. I listen to your streams when working out. Oh wow, that's cool. Thank you, Cuckoo. I appreciate the watch time and I appreciate your kind words. Party I invited to, was it going to be one of those crazy parties with alcohol and stuff? I'm 36. What crazy parties are you talking about? There's going to be alcohol. It's going to be not a rager, if that's what you mean. I'm here to tell you that you are the best Doggo King I know. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Nick. Thank you. Nick, did you see the membership badges that Viri made? They are so cute. Parties at our age end at 10. Actually, like, my friends are late. They stay up late. I don't. I'm an old lady. I can't stay up late. Am old lady. Even though I'm actually the youngest of my friends. Not by much, like literally by a few months, but like they all stay up late and I'm just like, oh no, it's 11. This is way past my bedtime. I only stay up later than that if I'm like reading manga and don't want to stop. And at 10 because half the party goers have put their kids to bed. I'm so glad. Like, none of my friends have kids. I don't have kids. Just none of that shit. None of that shit. So much freer. I mean, if you like having kids and that's a really wonderful part of your life, like more power to you. That's not for me. At least not anytime soon. They're cute as heck in a good way. The badges. The badges. I thought you meant kids. There is also no other way. Like, you read that as a good thing, Nick. You don't have to specify. That is automatically a good thing. I'm partying age, but I'm either working or playing games. I didn't party in my partying age. I never really partied much. Like, when I did go to things that were like, I don't know, clubs and stuff like that, I always felt out of place, so it's just not for me. Not for me. I don't remember the last time I ever went to a party aside from family gatherings, but even then I try to avoid going where I can. Yeah, I don't like family gatherings either. I don't like gatherings. I did go to a couple Christmas parties though, and those were really fun. I realized that, oh hey, I think I had the confidence to go into a room full of people I don't know now and join in the conversation. I brought the Coca-Cola Oreos to the last party I went to, and it was disgusting. I brought them because they were disgusting. I like to be the butt of the joke in real life too, apparently. We had LAN parties, that was about it. I heard about LAN parties. I'd never been to one. I don't really understand them, but I'm aware that they happened. Family gatherings feel like an interview at some point. Often, yes. I've never been good. I've never been good at family stuff either. I was always too awkward. I didn't feel included. I didn't know how to talk to anybody, and it wasn't until decades later that I realized, oh, it's autism. Be invited to another party after that. Well, I was invited to a party tonight, but the friend who invited me was not at the Coke Oreo party, to be fair, so... That could be a contributing factor. Then parties are fun, excuse to play games and yell at them in the same room. I don't need an excuse to yell at people. I'm just gonna yell at you. I'm not really gonna yell at you. Bunch of dudes on computers not talking to each other, either playing Counter-Strike or Quake 3 Arena. Neither of which you would ever catch me dead playing. Same-ish, but not just family. My mother's coworkers too. I feel like I can socialize with certain people, but they are not one of them. Yeah, who wants to socialize with your mom's coworkers? That's kind of random. And welcome to the stream. Doing okay, doing okay. I got the heavy stuff off my plate already, so now it's just chatting. Now it's just fun chatting. I've only really been to family gatherings and not actual parties unless it was a school dance. I remember school dances. I hated them. I remember my senior prom, my friends and I all decided we're gonna not go to prom. We're gonna go to like a steakhouse. We're gonna get dressed up, go to a steakhouse, and then go bowling. And I still remember Mama Iolite telling me, "You're gonna regret not going to your senior prom." And I do not regret it. It was way more fun this way. Anybody that says like people will tell you like high school is like the best time of your life, like I feel so bad for those people. Those people must be living very sad lives. I mean, I did say earlier that streaming made me feel like myself again, and by myself, like I haven't felt like this version of myself since I was in high school, but that doesn't mean that high school was the best time of my life. High school was nice because I always, I had built-in time to see my friends. It was a very good time. However, in spite of, like, in spite of all my mental health issues, in spite of the depression, in spite of the everything, I would go back. Even though maybe I was happier then, I wouldn't go back. Because I like myself now. I have more capabilities to do things now. I have my own money now. I feel I would rather be where I am right now than go back. Senior prom was a waste of money. My dad loves Quake 3. I woke up to him playing it because his volume was so loud. God damn. Really just people able to have LAN parties. Let's see. Bored and broke is Gramps. Never had a senior prom. The students of the grade pooled money and we went to an anime convention. Damn! I wish I was in your senior class. Oh, I like you most, Miho. Wait, I'm supposed to like everybody equally. Poppy's for everyone, right? Right? We can go back. High school me is nothing like current me. And actually, you know what? I know a lot of people that also had very bad high school experiences, and like I had a really good one. So, you know, obviously a lot of people that had bad high school experiences would never think that was the best time of their life. I kind of just want to like mention that, but I don't know. It was a good one for me. Don't socialize with your mom's coworkers. Yeah, that's the bit. I'd rather mind my own business, but sometimes family errands coincidentally involve coworkers. All of us going to the same mall. That's so weird. It's 2025. Who goes to the mall? But the fact I never had a girlfriend in my life. Actually did had a high school prom day with a childhood friend. Well, that sounds nice. Glad you like yourself as you are now. Good for you. Oh, my joints! I feel called out. No, my joints are fucked, bored and broke. I'm not a grandma. I'm not a grandma, but my joints are fucked. I've had arthritis since I was 28. Let's see. So let's see. I have arthritis in both my feet and my knees. I think I have some in my hands too. I get that same pain, but it's not as frequent. So it might be, I don't know how that works. Is it just like, is it kind of newish arthritis? Am I developing it? I don't know. Anyways, and then I have plantar fasciitis. So like the arches of my feet are collapsed. And that hurts like a bitch. That's why I can't walk very far. But also like my knees suck and everything just kind of sucks. Like, I have custom-made inserts for my feet, for my shoes, and I wear shoes that are specifically made for plantar fasciitis, and it does make it easier, but I still can't walk anywhere near as far as the normal person. Oh, and then last year I broke my ankle, and so I can't really run or anything anymore. Everything kind of just sucks. I've been excited to get 3D because, like, I want to do dances and stuff like that, but I'm not sure if I can do those anymore. 28, but you're 3. Oh, God. I've been 3 for a very long time, Nick. Me, how is him? Life was like anime? Oh no, if my life was like anime, it would literally be one of those random characters that fill up the background. Yeah. Like the girl in Madoka Magica that has, like, everybody else is using, like, laptops and she's writing in a notebook, like, with a pen. Bored and broke, you're older than me. Hahaha, I see. I didn't even get diagnosed with arthritis as a young adult. The doctor? The doctor diagnoses it, actually. Arthritis at 19. That was gonna be the next Tony Hawk. Yeah, that didn't happen. That's fucking bullshit. God damn, like, you're not supposed to get arthritis till you're, like, in your 50s. 3 bullet points deep and still only at feet. It's mostly my lower half that's fucked. Oh, yeah, my brain, you know, but other than my brain and, like, my knees and my feet, I'm okay. I like to say that my lower half is just broken, but then I realize that I might be saying something misleading, like I'm not in a wheelchair or something like that, but, like, and I could walk, like, Often I can walk very normally, but if you see me walking for just, I don't know, 20 minutes, I'm gonna develop a limp after that. I would like the back I had in high school. I would like the abs I had when I was 22. Had a colonoscopy at 95. Got fist roasted on both ends by a camera? What the fuck does that mean? I don't know if I really want to know. God damn. Daddy? Okay, just calling him Daddy Cord. You can call him Daddy. Hey, Daddy. Drive for a living and makes me happy. Good, I'm glad that makes you happy. Had knee surgery when I was 15. Messed it up diving when playing volleyball. Oh, that sucks. God, I hate how injuries can just really, like, fuck you up. Because, like, I remember in my last appointment with my doctor, I was asking her and saying, like, you know, I do still have problems with my ankle sometimes. I think it should be, like, long healed. And she said, well, you know, just so you know, it's never going to heal properly. And I'm like, oh. It's my first broken bone. I thought it was just going to heal and go back to normal. I didn't know I was going to suffer from it for the rest of my life. I use the word suffer very loosely. Like, it's, it does hurt sometimes. Sometimes it actually swells up again. But it's not, like, you know, that bad most of the time. It just has days where it has kind of flare-ups. Oh, no. Oh, no, Cuckoo, no. I wasn't able to walk properly for 6 months. It was miserable. Oh my god. Aqua, when I was first, before I got diagnosed with plantar fasciitis and I was realizing there was a problem, like, I couldn't walk at all, like, without crying. Like, I would just get out of bed in the morning and get ready for work, and then I would have to walk from my car to the front door, and I would just be in tears by the time I got there. Like, multiple times I had to just get sent home early because I was just in so much pain. And then finally I got the diagnosis, and, like, just simply getting inserts and the right shoes made everything so much better. But it's still a problem. But, like, yeah, when it was first developing, like, literally just standing up was enough to make me, like, in so much pain. I was just, like, in tears. That's why, like, I have to wear shoes in my home. I hate that. I want to leave my shoes at the door. I try to at least keep them off my rugs. And I do have house shoes, but they're a little too warm, let's say. I should probably get some that are good for summer, but, yeah, I have to, but even still, like, they're not really the same level of support. So, like, I do have to wear shoes around my home most of the time, or else it will start to hurt, you know, insanely bad again. Suffering from success? Yes, I am suffering from the success of having broken my ankle from stepping off a curb that had written over and over again on that curb, "Watch your step." I did not watch my step. Hope you'll heal more. I do too. I don't think it's gonna happen. I feel like the problems I have are fairly permanent. I feel like they're probably only gonna get worse over time, but there are things I can do to make it easier now. If my arthritis in my knees gets too bad one day, that I have to, like, I have, like, a gel that I put on the that I rub on my skin that makes me smell like an old person. Now I know why old people sometimes smell like that. Some people get all the success. Hello, Agnes. You have anger issues. All right. We all have issues. Hey Max, nice to see you. Surprising how much stuff that just never gets better. One time my ankle was giving me trouble on a run. Figured I'd push through it because I was gonna have to take a break for a couple weeks anyways. I have a really clicky ankle which will never fully go away. That's bullshit! Oh god! Why is it like that? Body stuff is weird, and it's like the older you get, like this is just where we're at now. I'm gonna keep getting older, and it's gonna get worse. Now I know. This is what it's like to be old. I am closer to 40 than I am 30, and that's terrifying. Because I'm just like, oh no, my body's shutting down. I can feel it. That's hilarious. Shoes you Crocs as indoor shoes come clutch, but Crocs are so ugly. I hate them. I don't want Crocs. And also have anxiety. Yeah, it really does suck. It's so I have a lot of anxiety. Sometimes I've had to like cancel or delay streams just because, oh hey, I'm having a panic attack. So I guess we'll wait a little bit. See if this will pass. And then see if I can stream. My god. I was stabbed in the ankle with a pencil! And it's never been the same since! Oh my god. I knew someone once that had been stabbed with a pencil, and like when they were a kid and they showed me, and the lead was still in it. Like, and they're an adult now. And I'm just like, you didn't get the fucking lead out? What the hell? Poppy about to enter her Crocs arc. No! No Crocs! No Crocs! And I definitely would wear them with socks. I don't like putting sockless feet in shoes. I am socks at all times kind of person. I only take off socks for hand cam streams so that I can show you my feet. That's the only reason to not wear socks. I even wear the socks in the shower. If you pay me $1 and ask to see the socks in the shower, I will take a picture next shower and show you. What just happened? I got a notification. Ah. Someone could put Crocs on her throne. Nobody can just add things to my throne. You can, like, request that I add it, but I'm not going to put Crocs on my throne. $1. Less often you wear socks, the healthier your feet will be. Nah, like, my feet are fine. Look, okay, look. Look. The crunchies will stick to my feet. The crunchies will stick to my feet if I don't wear socks. And my feet are perfectly healthy with them off. Like, okay, look, taking off my socks is not going to heal my plantar fasciitis. I'm never supposed to be barefoot anyways. Like, my doctor literally said, you should never be barefoot. Socks or peak housewear, yes. We wear socks or shoes under sufferance. Yeah. There we go. Seeing people closer to 100, like 70s and 80s, somehow get athletic and have muscles without steroids. What on earth? Socks are, yeah. Is that why you shower with socks on? I shower with socks on because when your feet are wet, they, their defense rating is higher. 1 second, I'm gonna send a quick message to my friend because she's asking how I'm doing. She said she can bring by food tomorrow, so I think I'm gonna get party food tomorrow. There we go. Oh! Sheila, I don't like soggy messes. I prefer dry messes over wet messes. You guys know that. Dry messes are where it's at. It's a fun random fact. Bruce Lee's legs were different lengths. He wore shoe inserts to even them out. That's very interesting. Fun fact, one of my legs is significantly more flexible than the other one. Like, I can almost put it behind my head. I used to be able to, like, put it behind my head more. I got fatter, and the fat got in the way a little bit. But, it's not bad. Like, I can make... What am I trying to say right now? But the other one, I can't get it anywhere near it. High armor stats make sense. Yes, exactly. But it's got, like, a bad rating against electric attacks. Is cobbler working in a shoe repair store doing consultations about people's feet. I wish they would wash them more. What? Oh, no. Like, if you're gonna go someplace, like, okay, when I go to the podiatrist, I always shower right before going. So that, because I know they're gonna touch my feet. God damn. Poppy got those fast typing skills. Is that fast? Am I a fast typer? I'm okay. My first real job out of high school was selling shoes. I feel you. I never sold shoes. I'm kind of glad. I never worked at, like, a clothes store. Never did food service. I very much never want to do food service. Let's see. Okay. I had a weird interaction with somebody in a server earlier, and I also got a message about that. They said that they have my back and that I'm welcome there. That's nice. Basically, I was in a friend's server, and, like, there's somebody in the server that has, like, kind of called me out a couple times for saying stuff that's too lewd. Apparently there's a channel for it, but, like, today I feel like I kept it really PG-13, and last time I got called out, we were in the lewd channel, and I just felt a little bit unwelcome, honestly. I was just like, okay, maybe I don't understand the vibe of this server. Maybe it's not a good place for me. Maybe they do... maybe I just don't understand the server culture. Like, I wasn't necessarily... I felt a little bit irked by the person, but also, like, I'm just like, I don't know. Maybe I don't know how to make jokes and, like, have a conversation without being lewd. Maybe I'm the problem. I don't know. But I got a message saying that I'm welcome. I'm not the problem. It was very sweet. Grape, you've only had one job? It has aged you. I wonder how many jobs I've had. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Am I on my 9th job? I probably missed something. 10. I skipped the doggy daycare. I think I've had 10 jobs. Me, lewd? Never. I've definitely never sold pictures of my butthole. Never. That hasn't happened. Nope. It is not $15. No, I did not raise the price. I'm new and all, but lewd how? Oh, I think I just answered that question. King is very demure and pure. I'm a pure virgin maiden after all. Bored and broke, DM me if you wanna, if you're actually interested, because I have more than just the one. There's a set. There's a set deal for $45. You sell what? Grape, this is not new. You said you didn't want to buy my lewds. Don't act like that all of a sudden. Now Chad is the doggy daycare. Worked in a factory once. It was soul-sucking. Damn. Yeah, I can imagine. Like, my current job is kind of soul-sucking, but at least I have the ability to, like, watch YouTube or anime or, like, I usually watch Meow streams while I'm working. If there's downtime, I read manga in between tasks. Oh, you quit your job, Nick? I hope you find a new one quickly. Edit me a video, and then I'll send you some money. I get paid in a couple days. What is this? I have notifications everywhere. I'm getting tagged in memes. Selling my late grandmother's bed with a roomy dog kennel underneath. Bed with built-in kennel, $250. Oh no! Ashley wants to put me in the cage! Why does it look kind of comfy? Honestly, yeah, it looks like a nice little cave under there. I would actually prefer it if it wasn't, like, if it wasn't bars on all sides and they were just walls and then only maybe there was just the door. I think that would be ideal. Yeah, I don't want to, let's see. Yeah, I don't want it to feel so exposed. I want it to feel like a cave. Poppy is cute so far. Oh. Thank you. Sure, if you want a new vid, we can talk later. Perfect. What kind of video? Oh, you know what kind of video. You know what kind of video I want, Nick. I'll set up the camera. Just meet me at my place later. Oh. Meanwhile, I'm sorry if I took some jokes too far. Also, honestly, thought you selling lewds was a bit. Everybody thinks it's a bit. It's not a bit. I do need to take more, though. I do need to take more pictures because I can't have repeat customers if I only sell the same 3 pictures over and over again. Poppy is cute always. Oh, no, great. That's not true. That's not true. And we all know that Meow's the cutest after all. Sorry, boys. Duty calls! Hail the Poppy. Thank you. I have worshippers now. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, is somebody new in the server? Huh, what? What? Huh, what? Huh, what? Dang, Nick. Yeah, no, Nick's getting lucky tonight. Not another cult to join. Slippery as well. Yeah, guys, be careful. It's slippery. It's slippery when it's wet. Don't ask what it is. I don't fucking know. Yeah. I'm gonna drink more Red Bull. I finished it. I kind of want to get another one. I had chocolate sitting here in case I needed the little pick-me-up, but actually I didn't. It's Godiva milk chocolate with salted caramel. It has little crunchies on it. It's amazing. The background is cute. I love doggos. Ah, thank you. Let's see. Ah, wrong background. Okay, this is, oh fuck. This is Bear. This is Bear. And where is he? This is Beans. They're my real life dogs. They're actually my retainers, but I have thumbs and they don't, so I have to take care of them. Also, I just realized I didn't I realized I didn't fully address your comment. I forgive you and don't worry about it. Like, in general, I enjoy the joking. It's just that sometimes it needs to be balanced out a little bit more. And yesterday, I was just not in the best place. So it just the jokes hit me harder. And there's not a specific joke that happened yesterday. I don't even remember who made what joke, honestly. Like, I'm not hung up on specific jokes that anybody made. It was more of just, I was already in a bad place, and rather than being able to brush them off as usual, I took it personally, which is nobody's fault. It's nobody's fault. So please don't feel like, I don't want you to feel responsible for anything. The entire reason why I kind of gave you guys my life story, and I feel like I didn't really fully make this connection, but I already have a lot of shit, and I do tend to, like, sometimes I just wake up and I'm not in a good place, and sometimes I have dreams about the events that happen because that's a symptom of PTSD, and I'll just simply wake up in a terrible place. And for whatever reason, something that the day before might have been funny, now today it hurts my feelings, and it's stupid, and it's nobody's fault. My mental health is nobody's individual fault, unless you were like one of the direct parties involved with the events that I talked about. So, you know, please don't feel terrible about it, okay? Are most things slippery when wet? Sometimes they're not slippery. I feel I've experienced a couple things that were not slippery when they were wet. Don't ask me what they were. I might also just be, is this reality? Am I making things up? I don't know what I'm talking about. I popped in because I always appreciate when mental health is being talked about and made aware of. Hello, Rabid Guinea Pig. Thank you for stopping by. I talked about most of it already. We're over the 2-hour mark. Yeah. I think like the first hour I talked about most of it, and then we kind of just got off on tangents and started talking about silly things. But yeah, the first half of this stream will be the primary mental health stuff. But yeah, I agree it's very important. I put this stream off for like a year, and I finally decided to make it after I went crazy and chopped off all my hair yesterday. Anyways, I'm gonna try to. I want very badly to laugh about it, so please allow me to do that. Poop. Let's see. They're retainers, just their paws can't retain very much. It's true. It's so true. You wish taxes were as well? Do you wish taxes were slippery when they were wet? Is that what you're saying? Am I confused? Hey, one would cheer you, anyway, one would cheer you up during the less than happy days. I have no idea. Fan art. My favorite thing is fan art. My favorite thing in the world is fan art. Actually, I did recently add a fan art channel on the server, by the way. Let's see. Oh my god, nobody showed up to the party yet! Oh my god, I told her I hope you have fun at your party, and she said no one has showed up yet! Oh no! Okay. Anyways. Yes, fan art is my favorite thing ever, honestly, so. I mean, you're bald, or do you just have really short hair? It's like shoulder length right now. You see the hair? You see this hair right now? You see the hair right in front of you? It kind of looks like this right now, except worse. Best I can do is stick figure. Stick figure Poppy is very welcome. One thing that cheers me up when I'm feeling down is if every moment that passes, I'm getting richer. I think Max is trying to tell people to donate. I mean, I cannot deny that money does help, but I wasn't gonna say that. That's why I went with fan art. Sure, Poppy is basically Poppy, but hotter. Hello. Oh my god. I don't know about that. I'm not sure that this length suits me. At the very least, it obviously isn't very flattering right now because it looks like shit because I did it myself. I'm guessing it's like that selfie you posted a long time ago. Which one? If you're talking about the one when I was 20, I think that might have been the right length, but my hair is like actually blonde. It was black in that picture. But also, like, the original selfie that I posted was my hair was in a ponytail, so you can't actually see how long it is. Getting richer by the minute, right? I wish. I'm getting richer with love and affection. Let's see. Let's see. I am getting richer in terms of subscribers. We're at 948. I'm only 52 away from 1,000. That's crazy. So the cosplay of Fauna. Yes, I do. I do have that. I have a Fauna Kaukini cosplay. But the Kaukini is a bit tight. If I wear it too long, it cuts into my skin. It's kind of awful. But I would like to do like a photo shoot in it at some point. And then sell those. Oh, that was actually one of the things I wanted to talk about. When I took my Ludes, cosplay was a really cute one. Thank you. Thank you. When I took the Ludes that I have currently, I'm not trying to wink at you. How do I say this? I don't know. The reason I haven't taken more lewds. I could just do thigh pictures. I could do lower half lewds. My arms are... I have a lot of scarring, let's say that. And so I feel like I felt really self-conscious about it. And so I feel like if I take pictures that include my arms in them, I'm gonna need to use filters. And one of the things that I really wanted to do if I was gonna take lewds was I did not want to use filters. I didn't want to, like, smooth things out. I didn't want to make things bigger or smaller. I wanted it to be what I actually look like. But I think I've kind of decided if I was gonna do more lewds, I would probably go ahead and use a skin filter. And nothing else. Because I still want it to be what I look like, but I just don't want this one thing that I am extremely self-conscious about that says maybe more about me than, I don't know, some fat, like... Because I don't even think I'm not, like, obese or anything like that. I consider myself nice and chubby. But... like, that's one thing. The scars are something entirely different, so I like organic tattoos, in my opinion. It's really neat. I don't really see these ones this way. Get that when I see scars, I don't mind them. Hope yours will fade. Mine did after staying clean for slightly over a year. I see. I like to think that they will. Like, even during my hand cam stream not yesterday, like 2 days ago, I felt really self-conscious about, like, the amount of arm you could see, and I was kind of regretting not wearing a jacket during it. I felt like I should have worn a jacket to cover my arms. I'm really self-conscious about my arms currently, so... What is this song? I know this song. What song is this? I know this song. Da, 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 do, do, do. Hit the hammer curls. Bear Beans, cool name. Yeah, sometimes Beans goes underneath my bed, and I'm just like, oh, I spilled my beans under the bed. I like being able to make jokes. Also, those are code names, they're not their real names. Sometimes I screw up and say their real names on stream. Didn't even notice any scars in your arm on that stream. It might be the wrong kind of scars. You guys might be thinking of, like, something different. So, I don't know. That's something that I feel like I've talked about a lot of stuff. Da, 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 da. What song is this? Do, 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 do. What song is this? I know this song. It's definitely something, like, some mainstream anime song, because this is, like, definitely mainstream anime lo-fi. Anyways. Beans and Bear, not their real names. Oh my god, did your mind just get blown? Every time I've told anybody their real names, their minds are just blown. They just feel like reality has shifted. That was a good suggestion. We could get contemporary tattoos or body paint help cover them. That might be cool. Like I said, it's not exactly the kind of scarring that you're thinking of, and so that kind of thing would not help. But I, in spite of all the other things that I've talked about, I think I don't feel comfortable talking about the types of scarring that it is. That's where I'll draw the line for now. But yeah, that stuff would not help. It's not cutting. I'm just gonna say it outright. It's not cutting. So, don't get that idea. Yes, stream is still going. I think I've asked this, but what breed of dog are you? I thought bloodhound because of the ears. Ah, bloodhound would be cute. I wonder if there is a bloodhound VTuber. I am a Leonberger, actually. It is a large, fluffy dog. Let me see. Let's see. To get a Leonberger, you need a Leonberger, hold on. Okay. So, Leonberger started as a cross between a Newfoundland, and a Saint Bernard, if that kind of helps you get a picture of what they are. They're big golden dogs with, like, dark faces and ears. Yeah. They're very cute. In fact, I have actually made a couple silly pieces of art. I'm gonna actually post them real quick in the fan art channel. Here we go. During the recent Gartic phone stream, I made one. Actually, I did a drawing of my dog form. If I can find it. Here it is. Okay. There. I just posted the silly Gartic phone drawing that I made in the fan art tab of the Discord server. Let's see. Yes, I am big dog. I am very, very big dog. Oh, great Vortex, the Leonberger plush. I've wanted that so badly, by the way, for like, I've been looking at it for a couple years. Yes, I'm a very big dog, and I was very excited because when I got a human form, I was even bigger, but I didn't know that I was a small human. Awesome looking dogs. Yeah, they are, right? They're very awesome. I am very awesome. Big dog means big dog feet, big nose, big tongue, big tail. Yeah. Yeah. Big trouble. Okay. Yeah. Big personality. I have a very big personality. I've got a couple, actually, of very big personalities. I hope you like my personalities. Thank you for the gifted membership, Spare Time. Welcome to membership, fuckles. My model is like stuttering. Are we good? Am I better? I think I'm better. I want to cuddle a Leonberger. I was reading that as at first as I want to cuddle your personality. Shall I get my mind out of the gutter? Or is that even possible? Love every side of you like a Rubik's Cube. What does that mean? What does that mean? How do you do that? How on earth do you do that? I don't know. Personality cuddles. Can I feel your personality? Wait, hold on. Whoops. I accidentally refreshed the... Okay, whatever. We're backtracking on the music a little bit. Can I feel your personality, please? Personality cuddles. Yeah, I'm not a fan of personalities. I'm not a personalities fan, but a personality fan. That is fair, Great Vortex. That is fair. I'm a fan of personalities, personally. I like personalities as well as personalities. Yes. Even if the colors don't match still. What does that mean? Wait, what? The Rubik's Cube. I was like, you think my personality's colors don't match? Hold on, let me check. I think they look this... They match! Oh, they're cold. Why are they so cold? The rest of me is hot as fuck. Guys, my personalities are cold right now. What's going on? Okay. We're good. We're good. Oh my god. Should I tie this up? Should I lay on the couch and read manga the rest of the evening? Or... I do have these new manga from Great Vortex. Huma Huma. Huma. Thinking. That's such a terribly difficult decision. Yes, manga. Only one way to find out if personalities match. Paid service. That is very true. I only ever... That's not true. I was gonna say, there is a picture of my personalities that you can purchase. But there's also a picture of my areola with the nipple scribbled out that I have sent to people for free. Relax and unwind. Appreciate your honesty. You were nice, Poppy. Not perfect, but great. Oh, thank you. I just got told I'm not perfect, though. I just got told I'm not perfect. I'm just kidding. That's fine. I'm not perfect. I'm very imperfect. I think I'm very red flaggy, personally. I often have thought that, like, I'm not dating material. I'm all sorts of not... I'm all sorts of stuff. Because I have so many issues that just aren't really going away. Because I was just like, okay... Right, well, it's been over 10 years since this thing has happened, right? Or it's been like 10 years-ish since this thing has happened, right? So I should be over it, right? And they're like, that's why it's PTSD, because it doesn't go away in the right amount of time. Oh, God, I see. It's a disorder because it still affects me 10 years later. For free in this economy, it's just an areola, it's fine. It's just an areola. The nipple scribbled out. Scored A+ rank. I mean, it's not S rank, but it's good enough. It's not triple S. That's no perfect combo. But nah, it checks out. It checks out. I don't know if I want to be perfect anyways. That sounds less fun. Hello, Patry! I was actually just getting ready to Pixar didn't happen. Well, I have sent this one for free. I'll think about it. Not X rank. How's the night going, Patry? We're actually just tying up stream. If you want my life story, that'll be the first hour of this stream. We got off in a bit of a tangent later and just talked about all sorts of stuff. But, yeah. I hope you're doing well, Patry. Yeah. I don't know if I have anything else to say right now. Zatsus are hard for me. I don't know how to just, like, talk. I have to, like, on the spot come up with subjects. And you guys help a lot, but... Oh, dang, I came in late. That's okay. I didn't heavily advertise this one. Like, I didn't advertise this on, like, the collab servers, Patry, just because it felt... I don't know, I felt self-conscious about it. I advertised it on Reddit because I was hoping to, like, maybe bring in some other people that might want to talk about it too. But I didn't talk about it on... I don't know, I didn't want to put it on the collab servers for reasons because it just felt, I don't know, weird. Oh, hey, Quill. How long have you been here? You're welcome for sharing. Great rest of your evening, or whatever time it is for you. Later, Poppy. It is evening. It's about 6:25 p.m. right now. Thanks for being here. You're great and good at yapping. Thank you. I am a dog. Of course I'm good at yapping. Japanese is normally for small dogs. That's the small dog dialect. I speak, I primarily speak Bufanese. Borkinese is the common tongue, though, so usually I default to Borkinese. But if you leave me alone long enough, I'll be doing Bufanese. It'll slip up. Yep, is a hard skill. Yeah. Been here for literally minutes, a plural number of minutes. Are you on that? Thanks for being you. Yapper Poppy is great, Poppy. Poppy, quick, what dialect do I speak? What? You speak Wananese, don't you? Aren't you Wananese, Patry? What about universal dog language? English. No, the universal dog language is Borkinese. Did I get it right, Patry? Before I end the stream? I need to know if I got it right before I end the stream! Guys, Patry is also a dog VTuber. You should check him out. Yeah, lol, yeah, Wananese. Okay, I thought you said wanna see, and I was like, what, do I want to see you speak Wananese? Alright, everybody. Thank you so much for coming and hearing me out. Again, everybody that came in late, like the first hour of this is going to be the part where I really talk about mental health stuff, and it's like it's pretty heavy, so please just be prepared for that if you do go back and watch that. But I appreciate everybody coming in and listening and being able to have a conversation and be really open about these things. Thank you so much for being so kind as well. Bow bow. Yes, bow bow. Bow bow. Discord available for everyone. Wait, for everyone if it's... I don't quite understand what you're saying. The Discord, there is a Discord link in the description, but it is 18 and up, please. It's not safe for work, so please only join if you're 18 and up. Yeah, anyways, thank you, everybody. I will see you guys around, and, yeah, that's all I got. Goodbye, Light! You mean get borked? Goodbye, Light, everybody. Wait, I didn't mute myself? Fuck.